they call it DLT, distributed ledger system. Distributed ledger system is a system whereby everything about your transaction is being shared among a lot of computers in the world, so that nobody can change any transaction. So that's the power of distributed ledger system. So because of that distributed ledger system, before, normally, people that want to do transaction, they write, they carry paper, they do everything. Everything is on paper. Everything is on, lots of paperwork is being done. Accountants, they call somebody auditor, this and that. But right now, there's a new type of technology that is coming into our financial sector, and that is called blockchain technology, otherwise known as DLT, distributed ledger system. And because it's being done and it's being shared, so because now how there's this trust, your code is the law. Code is in charge of everything in the ecosystem. Code protects the data. There's nobody that can change one computer in Nigeria and go and change the one in Europe and change the one in Asia and change it. So there are different computers that will sign any transaction before it will go through. So that's how the whole thing started. So, and those different computers are known as nodes. So that's how crypto came in. Because of that trust now that came into the financial sector, a lot of things are now being built on that blockchain technology. That's how Bitcoin came up. And then you see that is a type of money that you cannot inflate. You cannot inflate it and all that. Then you now have, what do they call it? The BNB, Ethereum, and all that. Bitcoin was not able to scale because it had a very, it uses the proof of work type of this thing, consensus or agreement. You use the proof of work, which is not, is difficult for them. It takes a lot of time for them to do the work. So because of that, Bitcoin became slow because the transactions working on it now became too much. So instead of Bitcoin to become a normal cash transaction system, is now known like a digital gold, because people rather use it to store value, store like gold, instead of storing using it for normal transaction. Then because of the scalability of Bitcoin, that was not able to happen very well. The initial plan was for it to be like cash for us. They now brought in Ethereum, now came in with a new type of consensus that is called, they brought this smart contract type, where different it's still, I think it's still proof of work, and then it was able to do smart contracts. So that was the beginning of a new type of system again. And it was running with a different solidity and all that. Then BNB came in with their own blockchain, and different other this thing came in. They were all trying to make use of the blockchain technology. But the main underlying factor is this, that there is now trust in the system, whereby if there is a transaction that happens here, a money leaves one place, one address, and goes to the next person's address, it will become is transparent. If you give me your wallet right now, I can see what is in your wallet, what the transactions you've been doing for a long time. I can check everything. It's so transparent. So that's why the whole system became so easy for people to see. And because of that trust now, is bringing a lot of adoption into the ecosystem. So these coins now that you see, before anything will have value, it must have something that is backing it. For BNB, it is the what do they call it? Is the native coin of Binance. And then they brought another utility. They said, okay, now since we have a coin that they'll be using on our exchange to pay transaction fee, it will be making that coin useful. People will be buying it to sell against their Bitcoin or dollar. They will be buying it to sell, use it for transaction fee and all that. So at a point, they brought another utility that's for their blockchain. Their blockchain, that's BNB chain or Binance Smart Chain then. So they made it more useful. They now entered into airline. They entered into giving of card, BNB card. They bring all these utilities to make sure people keep using that coin, BNB. And do you know that that coin now has a finite amount of coin that can be in circulation? That's to tell you that the more people continue using it, the more adoption comes on that coin, it will become scarce and it will keep increasing in value, therefore making more investors to fall in love with that coin, because when some people will be coming to just buy it so that they will have more to hedge against inflation and they'll gain more money. Traders, they'll buy it for that purpose. So because of that, that's the utility of that particular coin, BNB. That's why usually when we as traders we always emphasize on make sure you are always getting coins that has utility. If you don't get those type of coins, at the end of the day, somebody can just come and then developing a coin, especially the code aspect, is just one very simple thing. I see a lot of them every day. Even today, I handle some cases on Binance aspect. People wanting to list their coin on Binance, how to handle. We do see them almost every day. People are listing coins. There are more than 10,000 coins in the market. People just go copy and paste, and then the project is out. They just go and put some money, and they are marketing, looking for people to buy it. But if that very project don't have a particular utility, I'm taking my time to explain this thing so you know why you buy into any project. So somebody will not just come and be feeling, when you say buy a coin, you yourself as a trader, you should be able to do what? Go and do a little background check. We could make suggestions for you, do this, but for you to implement, it's your money. You should know where you are putting your money. There's nobody that goes for business. A lot of people in crypto, they're just money mongers. They're just here, hey, the money is sweet. I'm seeing boys buying cars, living flashy lifestyle. I mean, the crypto lifestyle. Right, those guys showing you too much. See, they will just show you a lot of flashy things. That is not the case when you don't know what to do. If you learn how it goes, you'll be able to make money out of it. But if you don't know the whole thing about where you are venturing into as a business person, crypto is still like going to learn a trade. Learn how to buy and sell, learn how to sell phones, learn how to sell cars. If you don't know the in and out of these things, most of the time you just be there trying your luck. And the funny thing, some people, because of greed, they want to try their luck with all their money. And at the end of the day, they are losing huge capital. So I pray that is not our portion in this group. What I'm trying to do is give you a background of what coin is and how to engage in any project. If you know all these things, know about the utility of different projects, you see when money is coming into it, you see the kind of, you weigh it against their supply, what kind of change can happen if maybe, let's say, a small project like, I don't know which one I'll use. There are some very little projects that might have market cap of maybe 100 million, or let's say $100,000, and then a company that is worth millions of dollars tells them that, man, I'm interested in your product, I like your technology, I want to invest in it. Just mere hearing that news alone, investors will blow that coin up. You see that coin the price will just shoot up, because a large amount of money will come and buy a token that is still very small. And then, maybe a token that is just 100K of that token in the market, then somebody having 100 million comes to buy it from people that, it will make that very coin expensive. So that's how it happens. So you watch the type of investment coming in. I'm telling you, for the FA aspect, so you know what crypto is all about before you now go ahead and be looking at, then you can now be reasoning your charts now, because this FA will give you a general view. Sometimes you know what is happening, then you study it against your charts. I have different trading patterns. I told you guys I traded for some big firms then. I was able to realize some profits, pay people dividends in the month and all that. I know different styles I trade with. You should build your own strategy. Personally then, I had different strategy I use in preserving my profits when I'm trading those huge money. And because I don't want to fail, what I do, I have a few coins I trade on. I'm telling you guys, this experience, not teaching you any textbook. You can see I'm not reading it from any book, neither am I copying notes for you guys. I'm just telling you guys experiences. If you think you are not gaining anything from what I'm saying, tell me I should stop and tell that right now. And that reminds me, some of us that did not do our assignment, I'm not happy with you. Make sure you send me your assignments. Start gisting with me. So another thing, today I will tell you guys a little about risk in trading. I dropped some coins for people to buy, and I don't know how many people bought those coins, and the ones that have not bought it, good. Right now, I don't even expect any one of us in that group to start trading, throwing your money away. And I'm not saying it's going to be thrown away, but you need to know how to do this thing. You need to be ready psychologically, you need to be ready emotionally. Everything has to be there before you start testing it out. Because if you don't go that way, most of the time your money will pay for your inexperience. You're going to pay for it, and I know somebody that after he was trading with me, I was trading for him for a while. So after I traded for that guy for a while, he was making money. I remember once like that, we made 10 million or so just in about 3 hours. We were making good money. So all of a sudden, I went to the village, during Christmas. I was relaxing. I told him, don't trade too much, relax, leave this thing. When I come back, you trade. He felt like, man, I know how to trade. He's one of those that work with Nigerian Stock Exchange. He's so good with those type of stock trading. So he felt he knows it in crypto also. So at the end of the day, to cut the long story short, while I was in the village, he flew about 30 million naira out of his money. And when he blew that money, he was shocked. And up till now, I doubt if he's willing to even trade up to $2,000 worth of cryptos again, because he's scared of it. In fact, now he prefers to go back to his stock and go and be trading those little movements. He's okay with it. If he had learned gradually, or maybe all through those periods, I took voting for him. Wow, somebody is making noise here. If he had taken that step gradually and learned through, testing it out small with small amount, you'll be able to develop all the skills required before hitting a real account. But he didn't do that. He went live direct with big money. He said he has liquidity, no matter to back it up, turn back. But the reverse was the case. He became afraid and closed the trade, and then he lost his money. Okay, so that was it. So I always have something very important. There's a point I would like everyone of us to write down. I gave a call since I think this morning or so, and some people might have entered and some might have not entered. I'm not saying enter, but watch it. Very important. Watch it. See how it goes, and it's good that the time you put your money in a trade and the time you spend on that trade is more valuable than your timing you are thinking you want to get sniper entry. Because just know that if you are provided you are in a good project, crypto is always going up. Crypto is always bullish. Right from the beginning, it has always been bullish. So that has been the structure of crypto. So that time you spend, a lot of people that, regardless of, in fact, if you look at almost everybody doing crypto for the past 3 years, they are already a bit comfortable. It's not like all of them, they are smart traders or one thing or the other, but crypto is progressive. Everybody has gone up. So know that one, and don't come and kill yourself. Once you buy a good project, hold it, and then know what DCA, dollar cost average. Try as much as possible when you see a lot of fear in the market, when the market is red, experience will tell you to buy. That's when to buy. You don't buy when everything is green. No, study your project and be ready to engage when everywhere is red. That's how to buy. CZ said he sold his houses and went and put everything in Bitcoin, and the thing stayed for 2 years before he was able to break above where he bought it. He went down, maybe half, broke, his money became more than half or so. But later he went above what he has after 2 years. So, it's just all these things we learn from it. We learn from it. Because if you, what happens to you is this, if you don't practice all these things on your own, so it becomes a part of you, you'll be making mistakes. Because anything trade or anything that is skill, sometimes, most of the time, is the things you practice that will reflect in your actions. Because sometimes issues can just come suddenly, and you act based on your subconscious. you're closing the trade, you're taking trade, this and that. But if you are somebody that practice very well, practice discipline, practice how to stay away from this type of setup, practice how to enter this type of setup and all that. Once you see it, it becomes, because once anything that comes like, when you like impulse to you, a shock to you, your brain works with what you have practiced before. It doesn't work based on your reasoning. At that point, you are not reasoning. So it's only what you have practiced before that will help you to take action when things are coming like a shock to you. So that's why we emphasize practice. If you like, as I'm telling you these things, throw it away. It's practice that will make you to see an opportunity immediately and you kill it. And then you are making money. But if you don't practice, your subconscious will be pushing you to those rubbish opportunities. That looks like things that look like opportunity. And then because you are not good, you have not practiced enough, you use those bad experience as your practice time. So look at all the charts. Clovis dropped, I dropped some. Look at them. How is going? How do I engage in these ones? That's a practice for you. Practice it, draw it on paper, see where you enter, look for your support and resistance, look at where you should take your stop loss and all that. Make sure you don't trade without stop loss. You need, this is what I'm saying now is risk management. I'm teaching you guys some risk management. Extremely important. If you think it's not important, you can leave the class. But today, I'm just going to tell you guys about risk. I've been talking about risk management and what crypto really is. What crypto really is. I've explained to you guys how a coin is built from the beginning of crypto and how coin is being formed and the utility of a project. Now, I'm telling you guys about risk, how you manage your risk, how you manage your risk when you are getting into trade. When you get into trade, it goes against you. Someone was telling me that he bought one coin and the coin was going down, down, down. And right now the coin is like above double of what the person bought it. And it's feeling very bad, feeling very bad, feeling very bad. And these things happen a lot of time to inexperienced traders. But after a while, when you have learned from all those things, you will now be able to withstand it. You see a coin and you trust the utility behind that coin. You trust the people that has the project. You trust the processes, what they have been doing, and their roadmap and the things you are expecting from you. You trust those processes. So when it's going down, you are not fidgeting, you are not afraid. And remember, you don't need to you don't need to you don't need to like go into a trade with any money that will make you very uncomfortable. Because if you go into a trade, like we hear somebody saying he used all his money to buy, he sold his house and bought crypto, bought Bitcoin, and then now he's very rich. If you sell your house and you use your feeding money and everything to buy crypto, you lose. If you listen to CZ, he will still tell you that the money he always live a simple life. Even the money he used to buy the crypto didn't affect him at all. He had a second job. Don't leave your job because of crypto. If you have a work that gives you money, keep doing your work very well. Use just a little fraction of your money for crypto. I told you guys I lost one of my shop into crypto trading features. So you need to be careful about it. Someone is still asking me how do we take profits, and this is something that we have done. We have said so many times how to take profits. How to take profits is number one. If you see there are some indications on the charts that can tell you that, yeah, this pump going up is exhausted. You know, these things don't work independently. You look at the fundamentals that surrounding the event happening together with Bitcoin. And then you look at the chart, the kind of candles that are forming, can decide to take profit and go away. You won't win, you won't have all the money in the market. As you see me now, I have a few coins I trade on. I don't trade on every project that is in the market. You will kill yourself. You can't know all. You can't make all the money. But if you know some projects, choose them and use them. I told you guys, while I was trading huge funds for people, what I do is I have very low volatility coins that I trade. Something like ANKR there. One cool coin. No, people don't look at it a lot. I'll just go to ANKR. I'm just telling you guys experiences. Today is going to be filled with stories. So just relax. Don't worry. We still have time tomorrow. We're going to draw some support and resistance tomorrow. But today, just enjoy my gist and some risk management this thing stories. You still learn a lot from it, how to manage your risk. Because I know some people here, if they give you 50K to trade, you just blow the account, lose it, because you have not handled that kind of money before. Sorry, I'm not insulting anyone, but there is a kind of money they'll give you. It's going to be beyond your capacity and you won't be able to handle it. You should know those things little by little. While your money is growing, you know how to handle it. So that's just it. For what was I even saying? So when you are trading, when I was trading, then I used to have a coin I used to enter most of the time, very low volatility coin. That's my strategy. I'm giving you guys for free. Very low volatility coin. I'll just go in and go and pick it. I think I used to call Mr. Ralph and I'll tell him, this is my cool strategy. I just, everywhere is pumping, but when I go in for those low volatility coin, I put a lot of money in it. And then because I don't want anything to happen to my fund, I'll just go and put it there. And then that coin, I know how it moves every day. I've watched it over time. It doesn't, no matter what happens, it will just move maybe one step. And then if Bitcoin is going down, just go down small again. It will not finish everything. So every day it will go maybe 1, 2, go down, 1, 2, it goes down. Every day, just like that. Except on exceptional cases that coin will just do very well. So what I do every day, I look for those type of coin. Then I think ANKR and what's the seller then. So I used to just pick those coins every day. I put money. Maybe I get those my little movement. I'm out. I keep my money back. I get those little movement. I'm out. Keep that money back. What I'm waiting for is to get maybe 20% of the capital in a month. But I know some people here with, I'm not saying people here, maybe some new people into crypto, they're looking out to make 500% every month. What a dream. Please tone it down. Get realistic, learn, then you make the profit. That's how to do it. The whole a company with all the expertise and all that they have with them. We had traders from Russia, India, we had 2 traders and all that. But what we were looking for was 20% in a month. 20%. In fact, after a while, what they were paying out was 3%. If you don't like, get out. They just trade and and they are comfortable with that. But somebody with an account of $100 is looking for something that he will make now, and turn $100 to $100. Forget the stories. A lot of stories are out there. They are fake. A lot of things on social media is make believe. This is crypto lifestyle. I'm lavish. I spend in dollars. Some of them they'll now pop champagne and tell you, man. Some will just carry the champagne and show you. They are not doing it. Many things are not real. Many are not real. I'm not saying there is serious money in blockchain. I see boys making money. A lot of people build products, they make money massively. Look at, I see some very young boys, small boys, they keep building NFTs. They build from here, they go to another one, they build again, they go to another one. Each one of them, they are making no less than $300,000 in each one of them. Then they'll pay, sometimes they will refuse to pay their moderators and all that. They are moving to the next place to scam, to pack people's money. Today now, I was in a meeting where CZ and Mike Tyson, they were talking. Tyson is coming into Binance, he is making money, his life is coming back again, this and that. All those things, there's money, quite all right, a lot of money. That's why people are coming to it. But my dear, a lot of things you see in trading, a lot of people showing you the large percentages. Many of them, I'm not talking of people in our community, I trust everyone among our team. They are very, very smart traders. I believe every one of them, they are super. In fact, among the people I've seen in trading, these are one of the best guys. That's what brought us together. They are sincere people. But I see a lot of fakes outside. I see a lot of people doing things that looks like magic. No. They'll say, I'm making money, I'm balling, I'm doing this. Forget it. Many of them, they are just looking for traps. I know I belong to a lot of communities. I have gone through some scams before. They took my money. In fact, at the beginning period, my mom's money was even involved. They took everything and we lost. But finally, God helped us. Here am I today. And I can tell you, I'm doing better now. I'm doing better now. At least I went in to learn very well from some experts. And right now, I think I can trade. I can do a lot of things in crypto, even up to building projects. I thank God for how it got this. It takes time. That's why you don't see me a lot of the time posting, this is what I did, this is what I did. Because I find that sometimes, instead of helping you, it will decrease your morale. You think that, man, I'm not doing well. No, you are doing well, but you need to go through the process. Go through it, learn it, manage your risk. I think, do we still have time? If I will go and check your support and resistance now before we move, we'll have barely 45 minutes. Okay, someone asked a question. Does anyone have anything to tell me before we move on? This is risk management class. Okay, somebody is asking me for low volatility coins. I mentioned one that I usually use these days, ANKR. ANKR was one of my coins I use. It doesn't move so much. I know they are into they're very solid projects. They partner with almost all the blockchain projects. They are there. So they're solid projects. But the volatility doesn't go so crazy. So I use it to put coins. So you can check that out, check that particular project. And there are so many others. Maybe I'll drop some in the group. But I just take those coins and study them, and then I put huge money in those ones because I'm looking for little profit. I'm not looking out for 100%. I see a little percentage amount. I've gotten the money for the day. Oh, okay. Somebody said PLC coin. I don't really know. I've been hearing of PLC. I saw it on someone's status. I think they said they posted it is in coins beat also. I've not really checked it. I'll check it out. And then I told you guys there are lots of projects, many projects. But don't run with the hype. That's just the thing. The only thing you do is check the utility. And remember, crypto is still a new technology. There's a lot of volatility. Some people, in fact, let me tell you the truth is that every project coming with sweet white paper, sweet technology. This is what we want to do. In fact, we are the next Bitcoin. We are going to do it like this. We are going to reward our people like this, and then the money will later turn back to us. They will pay this one, and everybody is looking happy. We are going to make money. But sometimes, in fact, like let's say for now, I might even say 100% of the time, that most of them, what they plan to do is not what they end up doing. I don't want to say some secrets, but they are even up to Bitcoin. Even Bitcoin came because of they want to solve what they want to be. It wants to be like money for everybody, but at the end of the day, it did not end up becoming money. It's now like they call it digital gold because it's now like storing your money, your money, for it to gain value against inflation. That's what they use Bitcoin now. Before it was coming out, so it's going to be like a monetary something that will all these big tech firms, it will be fighting against them because of the decentralized nature. But because the number of transactions in Bitcoin is not even up to half of what others were centralized platforms they are doing, because it wasn't able to stand it. So what I'm saying is, in essence, is this: watch the project very well and be sure that they have a utility before you throw your money inside it. Some boys will come with new project and they'll say they'll do this, they'll do that, they'll do this, they'll do that. Use your wisdom sense, and go and look it very well and be understanding things about them so that they'll not use your head. And then by the time I've seen a lot of projects, they'll come to fly like an aeroplane and be going and be turning, then gradually the whole thing will go down. So we need to do our research properly. Someone said he wants to comment on PLC. Not allowed here. What you do is this: if you have a good fundamental analysis on it, organize your thoughts properly and post it at the group so everybody will be able to scrutinize it. If it's something good, I believe our leaders there, they could consider telling everyone, let's go into it. But if it's just something, one shabby stuff, I don't think it's going to fly. For a project, for you to invest in a project, you need to know. Somebody said, what are the main things to watch out for before investing in a project? Number one, the utility. Okay, I told you guys, I'm an advisor to a project, what do they call it? Real estate project. The real estate project I'm advising, they already have a coin. They're already building a coin. And then they already have a lot of things they've been doing for the real estate industry right before now. And then they now came into blockchain because number one, when they open it to the blockchain community, a lot of people will be able to come into it. Then now that they are the real estate now, that they've been selling different properties, tokenizing it since they have their tokens they sell to investors. People can now invest with their coin that they are launching now. That is a utility, number one. And then they can also get returns on those coins when it's on the blockchain using DeFi functionalities. They can make money through it as a utility. That same coin again can be used for governance in their project. That's a utility. And now the major utility is their real life projects that they've tokenized some very up to how many billions of dollars. They've done buildings. The owners in US, they have done buildings over millions of dollars before even coming into crypto industry. So look at that. So since they have real life backing, how they raise their money already, having a crypto coin will only just open it up to other crypto community to invest in their project. And then people can, that coin now will always have value because it will always be sustained by the real life project. The same way, you see, I told you guys about Binance. There's something that engage people in the project. People keep using it because they'll always use it to trade. You must pay your fees by trading first. Then secondly, when you want to do projects on the blockchain, you must pay everything with what? BNB. When you want to go for travels, they make it such a way that you want to travel out and you have like discount paying with BNB. All is bordering on using BNB. All those things has a way of bringing returns back to the ecosystem. So that's it. Okay, take for example, these people now, they bring their coin now, and then the whole world has already begin to adopt them. Tell me, they are going to be making money too, because number one, people will be using this particular coin for all their transactions. So that's how it is. You have to look out for the economic value of a coin, first of all, before you jump into that project. Make sure you have that, you know that coin has value. If it doesn't have that kind of all those values, they are just telling you we are going to do this. We are partnering. Some people, they come with a lot of partner. All those things, they are just pictures, they're just join together. Our coin, we are partnered with Binance. Binance don't know them. They are partnered with this one. They are just pictures. They just put it there. And at the end of the day, they are just looking for gullible people that have not done their research properly to take their money. And when the project goes up to a particular extent, they just rug pull. So you have to be careful where you throw your money to. For me, personally, I invest in just not so many projects, but the ICOs, IDOs, I can put my money there. Then a few normal coins, and then futures and all those things is just few of them that I know all their movements. I know all their movements a lot. You can choose your own projects that you know, and then study them over time. So you don't be throwing money to the market. Understand? Somebody sent a question again. Oh, is there a question? Trying to read it. Okay. So how do we know if a particular coin has partnered with a project? Yeah, you need to check on. You say you have partnered with Binance. Like I told you guys, Go Plus has partnered with Binance. Go to Binance platform. You see there. You see it there. Go there and go and see the type of partnerships. Not just we have partnered and it's just empty talk. Go there and see the type of partnership, not just picture. You know, anybody that does business and don't know the business in very well, you'll be wasting your time. Put your eye down, know things about this blockchain technology so that when there is a partnership, you know to what extent does this partnership bring money into this ecosystem. We are in for the money. Forget the stories. I like blockchain. I love the technology. It's the money that is keeping us here. If there is no money, and the CZ will not be legend. He will not be the big man who know. There is no money, he will not be there. So let's know that one, and then we'll begin to make money. So that's just the thing. So just like, okay, any more questions? Any more questions? Let me see if I'm missing anyone. Okay, I think I've touched all the questions. And about taking profit. I told you guys, taking profit most of the time. Let's say if I'm a scalper now, I want to take profit, and I've studied my coin as a day trader. This thing is a career path. You can take it as a career. This is what I want to do. Gradually, you build your money, and then it will be bigger than what you have been earning in your previous places. Ask your question. Feel free to write them down. I'll check everything. The this as a scalper, what we do is this. After studying and knowing the general bias of the market, as per FA fundamentals, as in real life, what is happening in that project. Then now you go back and look at the charts. You look at it on the daily time frame. Look at it on the daily time frame. I don't know if I should bring my chart now. Look at it on the daily time frame. You look at it on the 4 hours. You go down to 1 hour. Hope you guys are writing something. You go down to 30 minutes, and then you do your analysis. All those big time frame from 1 day chart to 4 hours, they are kind of giving you the bias of the markets at the moment. The bigger time frame has more power than the smaller time frame. It pushes the direction more than the smaller time frame. So now, when the bigger time frame gives the bias of the market, you now study it, trickle it down to maybe as a scalper, you want a quick money. Then you now check what the direction of maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour. Based on this candlestick and the market structure, you now find an entry. I told you guys about trends. Trend forms when there is a higher high. Hope you guys read the book. This is practical class, so it's book. In fact, next class we're going to be doing examples all through. So we make sure all those things we have studied on the book is implemented. That's why I make sure we are using Zoom. Everybody will implement all the things, and Clovis and Chinedu are teaching you guys. You implement it so you are able to become a good trader if you are ready to practice too. So the chart now at 30 minutes, 1 hour, you do your analysis, and then you are hitting it on the support if you want to make profit on the upward direction, you buy from support. If you want to make profit on the downward direction, you buy from resistance. I've always said it. You buy. So now, when you now hit it from the support, you did your analysis based on 30 minutes time frame. Make sure you are going out of that trade based on that 30 minutes time frame. I'm not saying you trade it for 30 minutes alone, but the next support that you see on that 30 minutes time frame or 1 hour time frame that you are using, make sure you are going out of the trade based on it. Don't go and be greedy because you see everybody saying, the market, this market is good, this coin is good. You just allow it, because a lot of times we have lost money like that. I'm telling people these things because it's experiences. A lot of time you can just think, oh, this thing is good, let me wait a little longer. Then you go to the kitchen and get food, or you even take your other phone and you start ordering for new shirts for unrealized profits. You're ordering for clothes and ordering for things online. By the time you come back, you see the money has turned back against you. So make sure once he hits that target, go out of the trade. Anything that wants to happen in the market, trust me, there will be much more opportunities in crypto, more in the coming years, more than what we have right now. So you are not late, you are still early in the market. Projects are still coming up. Like I told you, most of the time where I invest is in ICOs, IDOs, and then a few coins that are already existing that I trust. Choose your own projects. Don't follow me completely, but learn the skills, learn something that works for you. Must not be my style, but can pick up some things from what I'm saying and add to what you have, and you enjoy it. So any more questions? I think I'm going to be wrapping up right here. ANKRO is good, but man, the coin, I don't know, many of the time they don't really, the coin, they've not been allowing it to go up so much. So for me, sometimes it looks like the devs are selling on their investors. So you see a coin that will come up with some very powerful news, and then you think ANKRO will just block you. To just move a little and come down. So ANKRO might not take your money, but it might not give you so much money. So just be careful what you wish for. Be careful, go into it carefully. So that's it. So for us, we look for projects that are really going to be, that their distribution is fair, everything is fair. If there's an announcement, a good partnership, and you see the money coming in, it should reflect on the price and it should go up very well. So those are the kind of projects you want to put your money, so that you don't, at the end of the day, you see what they did with XRP. XRP, they landed into trouble because of what the owners had more of their coin, or the coin by themselves in their, and they were keeping it. Whenever you see XRP, they can market. You see XRP army. The whole of the internet, XRP army, XRP army. The kind of YouTubers that market for XRP, I've not seen it in any XRP and ADA. Those two coins, Cardano, their marketing is top notch, but at the end of the day, look at it on the chart, it's not reflecting XRP. So they had problems on the court. They've been going. I think they've had those issues then. Why? Because they had more of the token to themselves. So when the money comes into the market, the owners of the coin will sell on, they will release more token, they will sell on their investors. So it's just like they're just ripping off people. So they had that. That's why they had that loss. So you have to be careful what we are wishing, what you are going in for. Learn about the project very well. So you see that if there's sincere enough, things are following, you can invest and relax. Don't be in a hurry to make all the money immediately. Every project that has volatility can give you money. Provided there is volatility there, you can make money out of it. Any more questions? I think this is where we'll end it for today. Thank you guys for coming. Sincerely, I'm